The out-of-the-box Docusign for SharePoint integration that was released by Microsoft and Docusign jointly is a total piece of garbage. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can leverage Power Automate to create your custom integration between Docusign and your SharePoint data so that you can really automate your business processes, save time and headaches. But first, let me explain why I'm saying that it's a total piece of crap. And by the way, I'm French. I don't beat around the bush. So let's just say that you have this offer letter template here and you want to send an offer letter to your candidates. There is no way, unfortunately, to map your SharePoint information stored in your SharePoint list to your Docusign template so that you can generate your documents automatically. What you have to do is create a document manually, and then you select your document, and then you can say get signatures with Docusign. And what this is going to allow you to do is simply a shortcut to uploading the document inside of Docusign. So, I mean, you're not saving that much time, maybe 20 seconds, let's just say. And if you were hoping that your fields will be added, you're wrong, because your recipient is not even here. There's no way to apply a template workflow on top of that dynamic document. So I have to put my name here, and then I have to click next. Then I'm gonna have to drag and drop my fields for my signers. I mean, like, what's the point of this? Okay, maybe I'm being a bit negative here because SharePoint is gonna track the status and the signed doc PDF will be uploaded inside of SharePoint. And then if your recipients have entered information in the form field, because maybe you're collecting more than just a signature. In this example here, it's just a signature, but maybe you're collecting data from your signers. Sometimes with your candidates, you want to collect, I don't know, the t-shirt size, or maybe you're sending an I-9 at the same time. I don't know, whatever that is. You're not going to be able to retrieve the information entered by your candidates in the Docusign envelope back inside of your SharePoint list. This is not going to happen. And so that's why I'm saying that SharePoint for Docusign is kind of useless, really. I mean, I just really don't see the point. And I really recommend building a custom integration. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do that. And if we haven't met before, my name is Sofiane Saoudi. I used to be a Docusign consultant back in the days in 2019. Back in 2019. And I've since created this agency where we help companies drowning in paperwork automate their document workflows using Docusign and other best-in-class products. If you deal with lots of paperwork, you can save a tremendous amount of time by automating the boring things like creating a document by copy-pasting, tracking whether they were signed or not, and then downloading the PDF back inside of the system. But for that, you will have to learn how Docusign works, learn how to map out your processes, create your templates, and then connect those templates in your everyday apps so that you can integrate and automate your workflows. And you can absolutely do this on your own by watching these tutorials and spending hours that you may or may not have, or you can use our help to do all of this. If you're interested in getting some help with your paperwork workflows, you can book a strategy session with me and my team using the link just down below. During the call, we'll analyze your process and give you the best implementation roadmap based on your needs. But if you're more of a DIY person, you can just download our free Docusign Mastery cheat sheet using the link just down below. It will help you get started with Docusign on the right foot. Now back to the topic of this video, which is how to create an actual useful integration between Docusign and SharePoint. What I recommend using is Power Automate. So Power Automate is a no-code or low-code integration platform. So what does that mean? Let's go back here for a second. So it's going to essentially link your SharePoint and Docusign, but instead of being limited by the features and functionalities that the Docusign and the Microsoft engineers, I don't know what they were on when I thought about this integration, but they were on something, let me tell you. Instead of just being limited by those features, you're going to be able to build exactly what you need and be very, very granular when it comes to your workflow customization. And so Power Automate is going to sit between your SharePoint and your Docusign account to automate all of those workflows. So creating documents, tracking, storing, all that sort of stuff. And so the reason that I recommend Power Automate is because if you're already using Microsoft, it's going to be a little bit easier for you to integrate rather than using another low-code or no-code tool like Make.com or Zapier, which I honestly prefer over Microsoft Power Automate. Typically, anything Microsoft related gives me pimples and I try to stay away from it. However, if you are using Microsoft in your organization, then it would be silly not to use Power Automate because of two reasons. First, Power Automate allows you to ask Docusign to do things that you would normally need to create using code with other platforms or just create code because you're just using code. So Power Automate will help you create your integration between your SharePoint list and your Docusign templates much faster because all of those triggers and all of those actions are already pre-built. If that doesn't make a lot of sense, don't worry, it will when I show you exactly how we've set up our integrations using SharePoint and Power Automate. The second reason I would recommend that you use Power Automate if you're using SharePoint is because of the pricing. This is so cheap. It's just $15 per month. You don't need to pay for each Docusign user in your organization. You just pay for one user. And then you have unlimited data exchange between your SharePoint list and your Docusign account back and forth, which is something that other apps such as Zapier and Make.com charge much more money for this. And it's never unlimited. With this thing, for the purpose of Docusign, it's unlimited. Now let's see how to build this integration. The very first step is going to be creating a Docusign template, because this is how you're going to be able to automate the workflow. The data from your SharePoint list is going to go inside of your Docusign template, which will create a document. And so that's the first part of the automation. You want to insert a Word-based document as opposed to a PDF document. This will allow Docusign to replace the placeholders that you have here in curly brackets with the data from your SharePoint list. So for example, candidate's first name, middle name, last name, address, and all of the other bits of information that you would typically have to enter manually by copy pasting. So once you have your Word template formatted nicely, add your recipients, so your candidate and your HR in this specific example, and then we're going to add our signing field. Now you want to make sure that you anchor your signing field. I've anchored these fields here with the word human resources because we never know. Depending on how much text gets replaced, if you have candidates with very long names, or maybe some candidates don't have an address line 2, some do. So that's going to push down the text, which will result in your Docusign fields to be misaligned with the actual signature area of the document. So you want to make sure that you use autoplace. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and show you how to build the entire template because I've already covered this in my previous video, which is how to create Docusign mail merge template. So I recommended you watch this. But once you've built your template, you want to create a couple fields inside of your SharePoint list. You want to create one field that's going to trigger the envelope creation, one field that's going to track the status of the envelope, one field that's going to hold the Docusign envelope ID, it's just here, and another field that's going to store the URL of the signed document. So once your SharePoint list has been updated with those fields, you're ready to create your flows inside of Power Automate. A flow is a series of actions that are happening automatically based on an event. So when something happens, do this. And so we have 3 flows. One flow that's going to create the envelope in draft, because I don't like to send the envelopes directly. I like to be able to review them just in case some information is missing. A second flow that's going to track the status of the envelope, and then once it's actually been sent. And then a third flow that's going to save the envelope PDF once it's been signed. And so we're going to start by taking a look at that first flow here. So what does this flow do? The flow is actually triggered when we update something in SharePoint. And so the trigger is when we select the Create field option in our Create Docusign field. When this happens, and you can see it running here, it's just run now. When this happens, we are creating a draft envelope and saving this envelope ID back inside of our SharePoint list so that we can track it later. And then we are retrieving the Docusign merge fields. So all those little things in between curly brackets, which we are retrieving that list of all the merge fields that exist. And then we are populating those merge fields by referencing the variable. So if we look here, candidate first name, we have the candidate, the name, the field name, and here we have the value from the SharePoint list, which is coming from candidate first and candidate last name. And so if I refresh here, I can now see that the status for the envelope says draft created. And if I click on this link here, it's going to take me directly inside of my Docusign envelope where I can review that the document was generated correctly. I'm going to click continue, and that's going to allow me to see that the document actually looks correct. So 123 Maple Street, Springfield, John, $30 an hour, blah, blah, blah. And if we take a look at this, this is where the data is coming from here. So we can see 123 Maple Street, Springfield, blah, 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 software developers, $30.50 an hour. So it looks great. We also want to fill out the candidate name and email. It's done, so we don't have to do that either. We could have customized the email subject. I haven't bothered building this in the demo, where we can definitely also have a nice email subject and email message pre-drafted for the candidate. And if I click next, I can still update something here in case I need to, but I'm just going to click on review, and here I can see my signature is here for my employer and it's here for the employee. So that's great. I don't need to place my field. Obviously, I have not built the rest of the fields for the name, title, and date, but what I've done is to add another text field just because I want to capture the candidate's phone number. Obviously, you would never really set it up like this in real life, but I just want to show you the information that the candidate will enter in this phone field will synchronize back inside of the SharePoint list, which is really powerful. So I'm going to go ahead and click send because this envelope is ready to be signed by the candidate. And here is the document that was just sent. I'm acting as HR and the candidate in this example. But if I refresh, I should have John's envelope status as sent and no longer created. And here it is. The envelope has now been sent. So I'm now going to act as John, the candidate, and sign the document. I agree to use electronic signatures. I'm signing this. Okay, John Doe. And here, what is my mobile number? Let's just go with that. And I'm going to click finish. Oh, and what I forgot to show you was the actual other flow. Here it is. So the second flow that we are, that you need to track that the status was sent is this flow. So here the trigger is when the Docusign envelope changes to sent. We are checking if this envelope ID exists in our database. If it does, then we will update the status and just mark it as sent. So it's a very simple kind of two-step flow that we've built here. And then now that I've signed the document, we have a third flow that is going to do a little bit more work for us. So when the document is actually signed, then we will extract the signed offer letter, so the signed PDF, from that Docusign envelope, extract the phone number the candidate has entered, and we'll look for the candidate record using the envelope ID inside of our SharePoint list. We'll upload the signed document inside of a folder in SharePoint, and then that document will give us a URL, and we will store this URL back in the list so that we can easily access the document directly inside of our SharePoint list. So if I now refresh, we should have the document say completed, and we can see it here, and you can see that the phone number was extracted directly without me having to do any manual work. If you need help integrating Docusign with your HR or with your CRMs, this is exactly what we're here for. You can schedule a call using the link just down below. We'll assess your workflow and give you the best implementation roadmap for your unique needs. I will see you in the next video, and until then, happy signing. Ciao.